Welcome to part number 3 of the Sonic Advance 3 Uncontrollable Speed Challenge. We're at Ocean Base now, and I really don't know how I feel about this level. I really do like the underwater base theme of the level, but I honestly don't like how the level is set out. I don't like the level design and all the level gimmicks. I'm not really fond of underwater levels to begin with, and this one, there's really not that much water, but it's just everything else. It's a strange level. I'm personally not a fan of it. I'd say that this is my least favorite level in the game. I never really get excited to come here. I never say, oh yay, Ocean Base is up next. I would just rather move on to the next level after this, because this one, it's just kind of bland. Here we realize that the music sounds absolutely terrible when it's always sped up. Ocean Base sounds horrible when it's sped up. Like, this is just bad. And when it's at normal speed, I don't really like the music to begin with, so that doesn't really help. It's just, that's the one thing I did not like about this challenge. I did not like how the music was always sped up. It was... One of the things I really like about some of the challenges I do is the music in the games I play. The music really helps me stay calm and just continue having fun with the game. But here, the music was kind of working against me. I honestly felt like the music just made things worse. And it's... I don't know. It's just... That's the one thing I wish that was different in this challenge. I wish that the music was just at normal speed, but since we always have the speed shoes on, the music always has to be sped up. I don't know. Maybe you like the sped up music, but me, I just do not like it. Ocean Base has a ton of these pipes you have to go through, and sometimes I feel like they're, I don't want to say hit detection, but sometimes I feel like it's really difficult to get through them. Like, you feel like you hit it, but it just, you don't go through. And I just, it didn't feel right to me. It's just another thing I don't like about this level. Oh, and Ocean Base Act 2. That enemy right at the beginning, that enemy I hit so many times. At least 50 times. I hate Ocean Base Act 2. This was one of the hardest levels in the challenge. Which sounds strange because we're only at the 3rd level in the game, but I don't know why, but this level just took forever. Another thing about Ocean Base is the fact that each individual act is now a lot longer. In Sunset Hill and Route 99, the levels were very short, but here they start to get longer. They start to become more developed, more fleshed out, and they start feeling like more complete levels. And I feel like the length here is perfect. The levels don't seem to drag on, but they're not too short either. And some of the later levels, they just seem to go on forever. And it just feels way too long. Especially Chaos Angel, that level just feels way too long. It definitely should have been shorter, but Ocean Base, the length is perfect. I feel like that's the one thing they got right with this level. It just feels, it feels like the perfect length. Not too long, but not too short. I don't know if I mentioned this in one of the earlier parts, but each individual act has a different theme. Like, they're each sort of a remix of Act 1. And I like how each different act has its own theme. It kind of reminds me of, I think the first game to do it was Sonic 3. I believe that was the first game to do that. And I really like that. I really do think that each individual act should have a different theme. Even if it's just a little bit different. They just change, like, something. I don't know. Even if they just change something small, I think it adds a lot to it, and I really like it when they do that. They don't seem to do it in every Sonic game, or at least I don't think they do it. I can't remember at the time, but I do like it when they do that. It feels better. Because, you know, with some of the earlier games, you just heard the same theme over and over again. Especially with Marble Zone. God, I hate Marble Zone. That could be one of my least favorite Sonic levels ever. Marble Zone just does everything wrong, in my opinion. I absolutely hate Marble Zone. Why did they decide to include it? It's just, with Green Hill Zone, it's so much fun because you can just speed right through it, and then you get to Marble Zone where it's so slow and you have to wait on all those blocks, and I definitely think that Marble Zone should have been not the second level of the game. I feel like it should have been switched with Spring Yard Zone. I feel like that would have made the game better paced. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I just do not like Marble Zone. And as a kid, it took me forever to beat Marble Zone for the first time. It's just, I hate Marble Zone. I really do. One of the worst levels in Sonic history, I'm just gonna say it. I absolutely despise Marble Zone. Now with Ocean Base, you can avoid a lot of the water sections if you take the right route. So I like that, but sometimes you are forced to go into the water. Or at least I think you are. Maybe you can avoid it altogether, but I do like how there's not a ton of forced water sections. And overall, Ocean Base isn't that bad. I just think it's kind of boring. Anyways, here's our boss for Ocean Base. Eggman has decided to jump into this walker thing. I'm not quite sure what it is. But he'll jump up into the air, and then he'll move around and come back down, and you just need to hit him in his cockpit like usual. Sometimes when he jumps down, he will hurt you, but most of the time he just jumps down and you can hurt him. I don't think he tries to hurt me in this fight, but you can get really lucky and just go through this fight super quickly. And each time he comes down, if you're quick enough, you can hurt him twice. Oh, there we go. He'll fold his legs in and he'll try to hurt you. He doesn't do it that often. But this fight should be really, really easy for you. It's much easier than even the first two bosses. And as far as the time limit goes, I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's 1 minute 45 seconds, just like the first two levels. But, like I said, I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that one. Anyways, in the next part, we are going to go to Toy Kingdom. I'll see you then.